Edward Deaux grew up the second of two children to a family in Bath in the southwest of England. He had an ordinary childhood, an ordinary education, and ordinary friends. At the age of 18, he decided to attend Bath Spa University and take part in their film program. Edward is an amateur documentary maker. He writes, films, and produces his own projects, and then airs them through YouTube and various other video-sharing sites. Despite producing several independent documentaries since leaving university, he has yet to attract any interest from mainstream production companies. He agreed to speak to us regarding his work.
Well, I've always felt an affinity for the old BBC-style documentaries, the sort of the natural world-style thing. But in 2002, I saw Bowling for Columbine with Michael Moore. And it was just this revelation that you could actually go out into the world and tell people about something and not be part of the main news media complex. I'm outside Bristol Zoological Gardens, as you can see. I've been trying to arrange a meeting with some of the senior members of staff there, basically just in order to ask for an explanation as to the treatment of these two polar bears, Selena and Jackson. They were here for many years.
Edward's projects gravitate toward the obscure or almost non-existent issues. The polar bears he's protesting on behalf of were put down for humane reasons almost 20 years ago. We spoke to his former cameraman and colleague, Carl, about Edward's bizarre methodology.
Some of the ideas he had, I didn't think from a technical perspective were really an option, I suppose. He just kind of thought he could glide through the whole situation by applying anger and using Coldplay montages. I mean, he was always quite big on their latest releases, and any song that he could get his hands on, he'd try and work into a documentary. And
nobody said it was easy. No.
Beyond New Politics, supposedly a scathing look at Nick Griffin, now airs on the BNP website as a promotional video.
Oh, take me back to the start.
Coldplay is basically like the emotional barometer for the nation whenever you want to really get people's hearts soaring and get people involved. So I felt that they were brilliant to use. It's not that Coldplay is ideal to use in every scenario, it's just they're ideal to use in every scenario that I've designed.
Edward's use of photomontage occasionally proved counterproductive, as shown in this section of his documentary on roadworks.
Well, we were making a documentary, Highways and Lieways, which was basically about council investment in roadworks and how it was wasted money. One day I decided that the shot I wanted to make had to be done, and Carl wasn't available for that day, and I decided to take the equipment myself and go out and shoot it solo. Okay, you got that steady? Brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to make a quick phone call. I'll be back with you in a second. I really appreciate this. Thanks.
He took it out behind my back, he didn't let me know, and ultimately it got stolen, and I can't forgive him for that.
I mean, I told Carl he'd laugh about it. He didn't. But I think he just really failed to get the entrepreneurial spirit of what I was trying to aim for. And he was far too attached to things as opposed to ideas. And I think that's a really tragic failing in his character, because if he'd managed to see what I was trying to do, if he'd managed to be a bit more sympathetic to my side of what we were doing, I think he would have seen the funny side. And I think we would have been able to finish that project together.
Well, I'm currently a cameraman for the BBC. Just been out to Africa to shoot a local tribe, which went quite well. I'm not sure how he's doing at the minute. I mean, I haven't really contacted him in a while.
It's just a tragedy that he's, out there, working for the man, making like television shows and stuff, and he doesn't have the opportunity to work together on something that we really care about.
'Cause I know that she'd be faithful, waiting for me to come home, if I were a boy. I think I could understand how it feels to love.
Is that
It was just, I was so angry when I saw it, and I just don't think that's gone away. It's such a sort of a blatant violation of trust.
I don't know. He deserved it, I think. As I said, I haven't really spoken to him in a while, so I haven't really managed to gauge how funny I'd find his reaction yet. But until I do, I can just kind of sit back, watch the view count go up, and laugh to myself.
Edward currently works at a superstore to support himself and his projects. We spoke to one of his current colleagues.
Whenever he's on work, all he ever talks about is being a documentary maker. It's like, if you're a documentary maker, why are you pushing trolleys? I just don't understand.
Yes, I push trolleys for a living. I'm not ashamed of that. But it's not my job. It's not who I am. What I am is a documentary filmmaker. And like any a lot of great artists, I have to suffer to, feel what I want to do. And the fact that I've been doing it for this long, and the fact that I've still got a passion for it, I think really reflects how much I'm willing to put into it. My future projects, I've got a couple of things in mind. I've always got a box full of ideas and potential projects. I think what I'm working on next is really going to impress you. And I'm writing to Michael Moore to ask his opinion on what I'm doing. And I think it's something he'd be really invested in as well.
No, it's pathetic, really. Like, all he ever talks about is his next big break. So people just don't listen anymore. It's kind of sad, really.
As soon as he can kind of take criticism himself and listen to other people and, use their advice, I think he's kind of at a static point. And I can only hope for his sake that he gets out of it.
It is really difficult, but it's worth it. I think it's worth it.
Edward continues to make his own films. They continue to attract no serious attention, either from viewers or the filmmaking establishment. Michael Moore has not yet responded to his emails.
Are we done? Yeah.
When you love so